Pa pa pam, pa pa pam pa pam. Do 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 do. All right, there we go. All right, microphone check. Good night, good night, good night. Once again, welcome to the Alonzo Bass Show. And tonight we got something brand new tonight. I'm very excited. Our special guest, a mother and a daughter combo tonight. These young ladies. I don't know. Usually I don't fumble my words when it comes to intro, but you guys are so impressive. I'm gonna start with mom, man. We have the owner and the proprietor of Judy's Island Grill, and of course we are here joined by our beautiful daughter, Miss Feka Scott, also the founder of Culture Fest, one of the biggest outdoor festivals in the DMV. And without further ado, I want to welcome you guys to the show early.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, mom. So we're gonna start with you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm blessed and highly flavored. Can't complain.
Okay, glad to hear that.
Well, first and foremost, I know you guys are celebrating 20 years, your 20th anniversary with Judy's
Yes,
Island Grill. Started back in, I believe it was 2004.
yeah, October 2004 coming up.
Wow, wow,
Couple
wow, wow.
days.
Nice. Well, first and foremost, man, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, mom. So let's start from the top because we definitely want to get into your story. So you're born in Clarington, Jamaica. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. What was it like as a a young girl growing up in Clarington?
Okay, but then it was it was good. We grew up in a good, family oriented. Mother and father was around, siblings. We all lived together growing up until we all grown up and separated and migrated to different countries. And I came to this country. I migrated to the United States when I was 23 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I come here, Frika was two, and my oldest daughter was three.
Oh, Rico was 2 years old.
So
Okay.
three, yeah,
Mm,
three and five, yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
my dream was when I came. I love cooking from back home,
Yeah.
and I used to watch my mom cook all the time. And I started to take it over when I was 10 years old. I was
Okay.
cooking for the whole family. We had a family of about 11 of us. My mom, we had a
Wow.
big family, sibling,
Wow.
yeah,
Big family. Yeah.
big
Yeah.
family. And I started cooking for mom, dad, and everyone. And everybody loved my cooking. I was fast and good at it. And then everybody want me to cook every day now, and I start doing it because I'm passionate about it. I love cooking.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
in the line of siblings, where you fall first, middle, last, second to
Oh
last.
well, no, I was now I'm the third because my brother that I father died, so
Okay.
I
Sorry to hear that.
become the third. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So I become the third, and that was the only brother I had. And then when he passed away, I become the third one in the family.
Yeah.
And then everybody else come after. Yeah, but I had a good childhood. And like I said, when I came here, I said I want to be. First thing I wanted to do was to be a chef and owner of my own business. And,
Yes.
um, and I worked towards my dream. The opportunity came, and I take advantage of it. And here I am, 20 years after,
Well.
and it wasn't
Mhm.
easy. Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I still reached my milestone, and I'm still going.
Of
But
course.
it
So
wasn't an easy road, yeah. But I've started from one, until probably right now I'm like four different location. It
yep,
was up there, but some, some stick, some doesn't stick, but you never give up. You just keep going.
yeah. We
Yeah.
definitely gotta go into all of that. So I have you guys here for about an hour, if that's okay with you. Usually I do interviews for like an hour because I want to get the full story. We don't want to rush it, because
Right.
your story is very inspirational, and I'm pretty sure, for the young entrepreneurs out there or people, who have dreams and aspirations,
Yeah.
your story, believe it or not, is very motivating to others. So you migrated to the US. What year was this? This was like what,
1980s. Yeah.
1980. Okay. What was the first job you had when you came here?
December 1982 to be exact.
December.
And 82, we came on Christmas
Yeah.
and
Wow.
82.
Wait, you said Christmas Day?
Christmas
Yeah, I
Eve.
came around Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christmas
I
Eve.
came.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I came. It was in the height of the winter.
Yeah, I was about to say it's
First time.
cold.
Yeah. Yeah. First time in the winter country. I remember when
uh,
Rico was small, and when we come outside of the airport, we was trying to put on a boot and a coat. She didn't want it on because she didn't used to it.
yeah.
Started to throw it away. It was so cold outside.
So that was your first time ever in the US?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it was my first
Wow.
time to the US.
Wow. Wow. I can imagine
Mhm.
that culture shock with the weather and all that. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. To come in the heights of the
Mm.
Christmas season,
So
the heights of the winter.
what was the first job you had when you came to the US?
Okay, my first job I came to the US was working in a restaurant.
Mm.
Yeah, and I was there for years. More restaurant I work in. First, I started to go to culinary school, but then I got pregnant with my son. I didn't, so I have to stop.
Yeah.
But then I was always working into restaurant, and you know, people them that I work for, they always admire my work and they always love me. They didn't want me to leave when I'm ready to leave
Yeah. Yeah.
because I was such a good worker, good at what I does.
Mm. Yeah, that passion.
I have that passion, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I was very fast in the kitchen. I was, you know, I'm a fast learner with anything they bring to me. I'm just like that.
So you can pretty much make any dish, as far as I got it.
Any dish
Wow.
they bring it to me, I make it.
Eh?
And American soul food, Chinese, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Italian, it doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
cook it. And I love to bake too.
Mm.
All the years of cooking, that's my passion, and you know, I love it. I'm good at it, and people like my taste, and the customer they like my taste and my flavor. I'm trying to maintain it, but like I said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's and like I said, restaurant business not an easy business, a
Yeah.
really tough industry. But you have
Mm.
to have the strength, and you have to have the motivation, perseverance, and to keep up with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was the point when you decided, what? I'm gonna step out on faith and do my own thing. What was that process like for you?
Well, it's like I was prepared for it.
Yeah.
I was prepared for it because first I was in a partnership one time when I leave my job to do it, and things didn't work out for me the way I wanted to work out. So after that,
Mm.
I decided to say, I'll go try my own thing. I use my name. That's how I come up with Judy. I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna name it Judy's Island Grill because I'm from the island and I'm gonna use my name and I'm gonna see how it works. So
Right.
that's coming with that trade name. Mm.
Well, let me ask you this question, if I may. Why you
Mm.
choose Judy's and not Pauline?
Well, the Pauline was kind of silent because nobody know me as everybody know me as Judy. So
Okay.
we didn't touch
Okay.
that Pauline because that's like just use it for business or you know my name. But Judy was my middle name and because it was so easy and everybody know me as that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I run around. That's what I heard. I didn't hear the word Pauline. I only know Pauline when I look at my birth paper.
Wow. Okay.
Because
Mm.
I thought my whole name was Judy anyway.
Yeah.
Judy,
Yeah.
really,
Judy.
yeah.
Judy is more marketable anyway. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So you said in the beginning you had a partnership that didn't work out, and I guess at
You
that point
know,
you decided to go on your own.
yes, my
Mm.
own. I heard about the first carry-out spot that I had that is going. Somebody told me about it. When I look at it, I went and look, and when I went and look, tell the guy I want to take it. So he would sell me the equipment. It was a restaurant day before, and then
Yeah.
I just said, okay, I will take it. And he said, "Well, how much you want for it?" And I said, okay. And I go ahead and you know, everybody know me from different from restaurant I used to work, and they know that how my food is.
Yeah.
So it was a Thursday that I go there and prepare everything because I want to open it on the Friday.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
And
minute. Wait, hold on. You say you got there Thursday. I was going to open the Friday.
yes, and I went there. I
Wow.
stayed there,
Yeah.
take my son with me, and stayed there and I cook everything for the. As I'm saying, I'm opening up on Friday.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
cook and bake and do everything, write my menu, and my kids help me.
Mm.
And then it started when I opened the Friday. uh, I wasn't even prepared for it because I didn't have the help that I need. I have line
Yeah.
going through the door.
Mm.
But then, yeah, line going through the door, and it was just me and one other lady that came to look at job, and I tell her, she have to cashier and
Yeah.
do the cooking, and then I get another guy if season the food for me. I tell him what season to use and everything, and he just cut up the meats and everything, and I just started with that.
And this is the
And
Park Heights location.
there's a park at location where I started.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've
That
been
was the
there a
first
couple of times. Wow.
relocation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I met you years ago. But we'll talk about that at the back end.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in the back end. But okay. So you started at a Park Heights location, and
Right.
you pretty much built your name, you built your brand,
Build
and
my brand, yeah.
yeah. And what was the point when you say, you know what? I think I'm ready to open another location. How that came about?
How it came about, my daughter was going to college in New York, and so she graduated. She have her son, and then
Yeah.
I need help, and I said, you got to come and help me. And that's when she came and jump in to help me, and that's how come we become a partner with everything. And then I moved to. I was living in Glen Burnie then. I used to drive back and forth from Park Heights to Glen Burnie to work.
Yeah.
I had to build Park Heights, and then she called me one night. It was raining, and told me there was a place out in Glenburn, not far from where I was, and it looked like it was a restaurant, and they moved out of it.
Mm.
And I get up out my bed in the night in the rain and go look at it and peep through the door, and I saw it, and I say, yeah. And then I call up the guy the next day, and he tell him I would want to rent it, and he said okay. And when I rent that place, everybody was telling me that nobody come there and stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said nobody come there and stay. It's a bad spot. And I said, no, if we have the right product to sell
Yeah.
that people want, you
Yeah.
know. And back then, I didn't have no Jamaican restaurant in the area, so that was good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was another story because
Well, that's where we here. We want to hear the stories because I'm very much familiar. I'm very much familiar with that location right there on Crane Highway. I used to live in Glen Burnie.
yeah,
Yeah, it's right across the street from Glen Burnie Transmission. So I'm very familiar.
okay, so
And
you're
the
right
funny,
there.
yeah, I know the place very well. But the funny thing about it is, I don't remember the restaurant was there before you guys came. That's the sad thing about it. I do not
It was a sandwich. They used to sell
remember.
like soup and sandwich or something too. And they
Yeah.
used to
Mm.
send it to I think some hospital they used to cater it for. They
Ah.
used to have a lot, yeah. I don't think it was like so when I after I put everything together, everything was in there already. Put everything together, a little thing. It was planned to put me to the carryout. So
Yeah.
I said, I don't know who tell me to leave the chair and the table in there. When I opened up,
People hanging
I
out.
didn't have the staff to even fit it in. Line was going out to the door, Shally, at lunchtime.
Wow.
I did not know what to do. I've been running out buying plates, spoon, fork. I didn't plan for that.
Yeah.
And those
Yeah.
people used to stuff like that. It was like a wildfire.
Yeah.
I mean, high-end people off the street. When I realized I have so many people coming working, and when I couldn't go behind in the back, people quit and walk through the side door and leave gone. They couldn't keep up with the dishes.
Keep
They
up with
couldn't
the
keep up.
pace. Yeah.
Leave me. So many people come and go, and it was like, on I had some manager, and they couldn't handle the situation.
Yeah.
But I said, I'm not giving up because I'm a
Mm.
fighter. I don't give up that easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
I jump in
And I
there
keep,
and share something? So the Judy Grill location in Glen Burnie is actually a third location that we opened. Prior to opening that location, we actually opened up another carryout in downtown Baltimore where the old Lexington Market was.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah, true. That one, yeah, forgot all about that one.
asking
Oh.
about expansion. So we probably
Mm.
opened a total of about 7 or 8 restaurants between here, Canada, and Jamaica. In the United States, we also had one in Powder Springs, Georgia, at one point that we closed down last year. So um,
Mhm.
right now we have 4 locations in Maryland.
Yeah. I'm familiar with I did my little research. I did my research. 'Cause, um.
You can't be a
The
show host and not do your research on your guests.
I'm sorry if you could say that again.
I say you can't be a host of the show and not do the research on the guests that you bring on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't want to sit here and sound ignorant, and
Yeah.
pretend. But so all right, so we're going to talk. Well, I wanted to finish that story really quickly with the Glen Burnie location because that location is a little different compared to the others because I believe at that location you guys do live karaoke events and stuff like that. Am I correct?
Yeah, we do a lot of catering.
Yeah.
We do. It's like right now it's like a deeper site, and we do but a lot of the cooking over there for somebody at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And, we have live music, we have karaoke, and we do a lot of dining, and we even have all rental and like party room.
Yeah.
Yeah, there that we rent it if anyone wants to have a birthday party or anything like that. And we
Also,
do.
So 2 of the
mm,
locations are designed that way. So the Canton location is also a full service restaurant, full bar, and we also have an upstairs where people can rent that as a venue as well.
Mhm.
yeah, I must say the Canton location is lovely. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's
Okay,
you guys
thank you.
definitely took time out to give that island feel with the
Uh,
we call it galvanized in Trinidad. The
Yeah,
I know you guys call it in Jamaica, but the metal
zinc,
the counter.
the zinc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the zinc. Yeah,
music,
so
yeah.
yeah, the zinc and the palm, the palm tree, tea
Palm
leaf.
tree,
Yeah,
yeah.
and all that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, very,
Mhm.
very very lovely.
thank
Also
Thank
at
you.
the Glenbilly location, I saw you guys had a special guest. Was it what we in that? Was it earlier this year or last year?
you. We had
The
quite a
governor was there
few guests, but
having
yes,
having dinner with you guys.
yes,
Governor Westmore.
Dr. Westmore,
Mm,
The governor, yeah.
him and his family, they came on Mother's Day.
on Mother's Day, okay.
Yeah, so during when he was running for office,
Mm,
I remember they came to the restaurant. His mother frequents the restaurant even
okay,
all the
okay.
time, right? He's a regular guest with us.
Oh, that's nice.
I remember when they came there and they asked, can they put out signs in front of the restaurant because his
Yeah.
was running for governor. So we said, absolutely.
Yes.
They had our full support with that. So
Yes.
we was very surprised, pleasantly surprised when we got an email from his executive assistant saying that they want to come to the restaurant to, have celebrate his wife and his mother and sister and family members. So we were like, absolutely. Um, so What happened was they changed it from actual Mother's Day that Sunday to that Saturday evening, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful occasion, and it was just an honor and a pleasure to host him and his mom and his family. So we were
Yes,
just,
yes. He looked happy to be there. They
yeah,
all did.
they had a good time. We had live entertainment.
Yeah,
He and his wife, they were singing. It was about a good
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
That's a good look too. Um,
Yes.
so the location in Toronto, is that your sister that runs it?
No, it doesn't operate as because I sold it to her.
Oh, okay, okay. So you guys
Yeah.
once own the name
Yes.
and the building and stuff like that. So it's now so
and
Yeah.
it's still in the family.
it's her sister.
Yes.
So it's still in the family, really.
Yes. Still in the family, but
Mm, yeah.
So she operated as Judy's Island Grill for 6 years, and then
yeah,
they
changing it.
yeah, she changed her name and just started her brand about a year and a half ago. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice, nice. That's beautiful. What's the pros and the cons of operating a restaurant? I mean, at the size that you guys have, pretty much is at this point is like a chain.
it is.
Multiple locations, a
Mhm.
lot of employees.
Mhm.
How have you been able to maintain that consistency within all those different locations with the
Yeah.
food?
So
Yeah.
each step is slightly different.
Yeah.
So, starting with the Park Heights location, that is our flagship location. That's going to always be our baby. So 20 years, like you mentioned earlier, on the slide, next month. From
Hmm.
there, we went to Glen Burnie. As you mentioned, Glen Burnie was supposed to be a carryout concept, just like Park Heights.
Yeah.
The customers basically had a demand, and when the demand came, we decided to kind of switch gears and fill that and made it a full service restaurant. When I decided to come in full time to run it, I said, you know what, I'm going to apply for a liquor license and see how that goes. And, that was successful. I was able to apply for the license and get the license.
Yeah.
But to answer the question specifically, how do we run everything? So, 4 locations, 2 concepts are full service. One is carry out, and one is a ghost kitchen concept. So, what we did was turn our Glen Burnie location into a commissary kitchen. Basically, we prepare the bulk of the food at that location, and then we ship it out daily to the other location.
Wow. Wow. See, you
Mhm.
just taught me something. I never knew this. Never. Wow. Okay, that makes some sense.
So that's how we maintain a consistency. Um, My mother, her recipes, very special recipes that she has. We actually order a lot of our spices from Kingston Mining Trading. So the
Okay.
spices are coming from Jamaica.
Yes.
That's to maintain the authenticity of the flavor. And then we use, like a lot of local vendors to get our poultry products and things like that. The oxtails, the vendor that we use come all the way from Atlanta. They're based out of Atlanta. So
Wow.
once a week we have 1,000 pound of oxtail shipped to us, fresh. And then, again, we cook it and then we kind of ship it off at each location, depending on the volume that they're doing. So
I, I, I'm scared to ask how much 1,000 pound oxtail costs, man. I'm curious. 'Cause oxtail expensive. So how much a
Average
thousand
like
pound
$10.
oxtail cost?
Is the average about $10 a pound, and then
Uh,
sometimes you get it down, scale down to about 9 or 8.
to
But
cut
that
out the fat
still
and
is
all that. Yeah.
yeah.
if you're
Mhm.
buying in big volume like that, you can kind of, you know,
Negotiate.
you can negotiate a price. So right now we're getting at an average of 8 per pound.
Okay. Okay. I don't want you to sell out your secrets. Your competitors are listening.
I didn't say who our vendor was, but yeah. Let me tell you,
uh,
you have to constantly shop around though.
yeah.
We're always constantly shopping around and for prices like that because
Yeah, because each week the price go up and down. Depends
yeah,
on how.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. That's tough. So the price.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing about the restaurant business. The price changes,
food
but
cost is one. Yeah,
right, but you have to maintain that price for your customer. You can't have $10 this week and next week 12 and come back.
yeah,
Once it's up, it's up. Wow.
Yeah, but you can't, not because it's up, you can't raise the price just like that. So
Yeah.
what we do is try to maintain, because one of the the labor cost and food cost is one of the, seeing us, everything else is fixed in the
Yeah.
restaurant business. Yeah. And it's hard to control sometimes the food cost when the price is going up and fluctuate up and down like that, and it's a hit and miss. And you got to watch, everything. You have to look out for waste, and it's a lot involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have
Ocean money. Mm-hmm.
our systems. We actually do pretty good on our food costs. We've been able
Mm-hmm.
to hard to maintain margins that we want to achieve. Um, the Glen Burnie location has been there for 11 years now. I
Yeah. Congratulations.
came last year when
Thank you.
I was at that location. That location, believe it or not, although a lot of people didn't think it would perform well, that is probably one of our best performing restaurants
Yeah.
in Glen Burnie. The Canton location is still pretty new. We only been open there for 2 years. So we're
Right.
building that business there. And our Ghost Kitchen concept, we've been there about 8 months now. So we're also growing that as well. So, and that's
Hmm.
located at 416 East 30th Street,
Okay.
Baltimore.
Okay.
So, mhm.
So, so Frika, what's your background? Cause I know mom had a sweetheart. Mom, mom does a thing. But I'm getting the sense, because we never really had an in-depth conversation. I'm getting the sense that your background, from my observation, is in marketing or business. Am I correct on that? Because you're real sharp, man.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head. So taking it back to like my mother said, we landed here in '82. So I was actually 3 years old when I came here.
Yes.
So
Wow.
I did all of my schooling, primary school, middle school, high school, and the Baltimore City public school system.
Yes.
From there, I
Now,
decided,
what was the school? Don't speed past that. What school you went to in Baltimore?
yeah, so
What was the high school?
I went to Pimlico Elementary School.
Okay. Boop, boop,
I
there we
went
go.
to
All
Green
right.
Spring Middle
Uh,
School. I don't think any of my schools exist anymore. There's something else. So Pimlico Elementary, Green Spring Middle. I went to Carver Vocational School, and I graduated eventually from Green Spring High School.
okay. Okay.
Um,
Wow.
Green Spring is no longer there. No, Walbrook High School. Walbrook is no longer there either. So
Walbrook. That's right there, West Baltimore.
Walbrook,
Walbrook Junction. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
that's no longer there. From there, I went to a school called the International Academy of Merchandising and Design. At the time, it was located in Tampa, Florida. I,
Okay.
that school exists anymore.
Wow.
Mhm.
I stayed there for 2 trimesters because they were on a trimester system, and I felt that that wasn't a good fit for me.
Yeah.
I transferred to FIT, Fashion Institute of Technology in New York,
Okay.
and that's where I got an associate's degree, and then went and got a undergrad degree from there as well in merchandising management. This is when I thought that I was going to go to the fashion industry and be a buyer and have my own clothing store and eventually my own clothing line and just kind
Yeah.
of do my career within the fashion industry. But fate had fate had it like my mother said that she was in a partnership with another individual because she used to
Yeah.
be part owner of Tasha Zonk restaurant. That partnership, when it dissolved,
Oh, I
she
didn't know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
so early days. So we're talking 2000,
Okay. Okay.
2004. So she was
Yeah.
a partnership there. When that dissolved, she reached out to me in New York. I was a new mother. I just gave birth to my son earlier that year in January.
Yeah.
And she needed help. So we decided to partner together, and I came down from New York. We helped her locate the restaurant that we found on Park Heights.
Yeah.
And then eventually, with a kid in tow, I decided to relocate from New York and move back down here to help my mother run a business.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I
Good
was
move.
in business, I just,
Mm.
I quickly learned that, I think I need more education in order to
Yeah.
grow this thing because I never looked at it like we just wanted to be one standalone carry-out restaurant, right? So I
Yeah.
had aspirations for the business. So I decided, like you guessed it, to go to business school. So I do have an MBA.
Okay.
Um,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah.
So that I got in
Yeah.
2007.
Mm.
And from there, while running a restaurant with my mother, I dipped and dabbed in like the private sector, corporate America, just to kind of get some experience
Yeah.
there while doing that at the same time, while raising my son at the same time. So in about 2014, I decided to leave corporate America and go into full-time entrepreneurship. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so from 2014 to now, 10 years, I've been a full-time entrepreneur running the businesses with my mom and continue to grow and open up.
Wow, that's great, man. That's great. You know
Mhm.
that's really great. I'm sure mom greatly appreciate that move you made,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing to see family together, working together, and really moving,
Yeah, it
building
is.
a legacy. You know?
I wouldn't know what I would do without her. It is.
Yeah.
She's just a asset and everything to the business.
Hmm.
But I
So
like her family.
the relationship works well because my mother has full domain of her kitchen, her recipes, high
Mhm.
quality chefs training her chefs, and I'm pretty much everything else in the business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. That works well.
Mhm.
Um. So Frika, I'm gonna transcend a little bit and come back to the restaurant. But since we're talking about your background, I'm gonna jump into your other baby,
Okay.
Culture Fest.
Yay.
How did that whole concept came? I know we had this conversation before, but for
hmm
the sake of the general audience, how did that whole concept of Culture Fest came together?
So, what birthed that idea, believe it or not, is the fact having Judy's Olive Grill, the restaurant. One of the things that I did in order to kind of get our brand out there was that I signed up to do a lot of festivals as a vendor,
Yeah.
essentially. So, whenever there will be any kind of Caribbean event, carnival, any promoter bringing any kind of artist or anything like that to the DMV, I will sign up and I will be a vendor there.
Yeah.
So this one particular year, um, I want to say it was probably 2013, 2014. I went to this one event. I remember, I think Beanie Man was there.
Okay.
We were a vendor. And when the health department got there to basically check all of the credentials of all of the vendors there at the
Yeah.
time, I want to say half of the vendors were shut down and asked to leave. And we were one of the few. It was probably us and maybe
You know our people, man. We have a problem, getting the documentations. That hustle mentality. But carry
it
on.
was. They were like, "You have to go. You have to go. You have to go." So at the end of that, it was probably 3 or 4 vendors left, right?
Wow.
Whoever organized that event, no knock on them. It made me just kind of stand back and look at it as a whole and said, you know what? I think I can do this. I can
Yeah.
run a whole festival myself and
Yeah.
I can do it well. Because what I looked at was that they didn't adequately prepare the vendors for, what they needed to be ready for once the health department came to do the inspection.
Yeah.
Well, I literally just kind of jumped in and started helping some of the other vendors kind of get their stuff together and let them know what was needed. And I'm basically placing, people where they needed to go. So anyway, that the idea of doing my own festival was actually birthed from that, just being a vendor on the vendor side, looking at it and saying, well, this seems a little disorganized. This could have been done better, and just general curiosity.
Yeah.
And one day, yeah, I just came to my team. I called a meeting with the staff. At the time, we had 2 locations. And I said, hey guys, I said, I decided that we're going to do our own festival instead of just being a part
Yeah.
of a festival as a
What
vendor.
what was that response? They were like, oh Lord, more work?
No, I don't know. I don't remember what the response was, but it was a positive response. I did get buy-in. I
That's
think
good.
they were
Mm.
excited about the idea.
Yeah.
Um, But who knows? They were probably side-eyeing me saying there's no way she's going to be able to, produce a whole festival because essentially that's what I did. It's not just the food, right? It's
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
you know, finding the venue, finding talent, coordinating everything, putting the project team together, everything from start to finish.
yeah.
So from the birth of that idea in 2014, the first festival that I actually hosted was at the National Harbor in 2017. So it
Hmm.
took about 2, 3 years for me to bring everything together, meet the right people in order to bring that festival forward. So
So 2017 National Harbor, that was the first time Culture
yes,
Fest pretty much launched.
yes,
Right. And I'm gonna pause right here for a cause, as it would say. Folks, that day was history. You know, Freaka's gonna be modest about it, but I'm telling you, I don't think the DMV have ever seen from that time prior and after an event of that magnitude. Um, the cast, um, the organization, the marketing behind Culture Fest. Um, he teamed up with a good friend of mine, Mr. Arthur. You know,
yes.
yeah, he's very knowledgeable about the business, and I'm telling you, man, now it makes sense. Looking at your background
Hmm.
with marketing, um, you also experienced or have a lot of experience also on the restaurant side. So you had that you know the thing that the vendors need.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, Culture Fest. Yeah, you did the thing, man. You know, you did the thing. You know, and that brand by itself right now is when the name Culture Fest comes out. You know it has a certain level, and it's at a certain level, a certain plateau, so to speak. Um,
Thank you.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. I definitely have to give you kudos on that, man.
Mhm.
So as far as Culture Fest is concerned, that was 2017. We in 2025. We know as far as the economy, there's a lot of ups and downs. Where do you see Culture Fest moving forward?
Yeah, that is a great question. Believe it or not, we were trying really hard to bring Culture Fest to the DMV in 2024.
Yeah,
Just nothing, it was out of our hands at this point. We decided to have it at a particular venue, and they basically dragged their feet with getting the contract back to us. I wouldn't name the venue.
yeah,
So by the time they finally got back to us with the revisions, we were left with only 2 months to try to produce a festival to bring out 10,000 people.
yeah. That's tough.
While I know that the brand does have a following and the brand name is, strong,
Yeah,
that would have been a heavy lift for me and my team in such a short period of time to pull off. And anything that I put my hand on, because I'm a perfectionist. Listen, I'm a Virgo.
yeah,
If I want to do it well, so I did
yeah,
not want to rush through that.
Mm-hmm.
So normally we have 100-day marketing campaign that has been a model that has worked for us well when producing this festival.
yeah,
Because our goal is to always try to get anywhere between 6 to 10,000 people to come out to the show.
yeah,
So we have a formula that we know worked, and given the fact that we only had 60 days, that was like really pushing it close, and with other events that already had a run of marketing their event for a while.
yeah,
I didn't want to compete with that. That along with what it would have cost us in ad spends just to try to make up for that lost time, those 40 days we didn't have,
yeah,
would have kind of crushed our marketing budget, if you will.
yeah,
So all those things, when I sat down and looked at it, and I was just like, this is probably not a smart way to go, to rush it. So we decided to put it off until next year. So right now, I am on the hunt for the right venue
yeah.
to bring Culture Fest back. The reason why it's no longer at National Harbor is because they pretty much told us we outgrew their venue, which is a good problem, right? They was like, listen, you guys
Man, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's a good problem to have, but it's a lovely venue, man.
beautiful, beautiful. We really, I think, location is everything. And I think
Yeah,
um, getting our start at the National Harbor was a really, really good thing for us in the early, years of building Culture Fest and building a brand.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in 2021, we brought out close to 10,000 people, and they were like, "Listen, capacity wise, our footprint was not even designed to bring out that many people."
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been some changes down at the National Harbor, and because it's become more residential,
Yeah.
they don't want to bring large shows like that there anymore. So
Yeah.
once the stage and the speakers come out, glasses across people's dining room and kitchens.
Yeah. Yeah. You like that bass. You like that bass.
We like that big bass sound. You know how us Caribbean
Yeah.
people are. So yeah, we're looking at different venues right now. I'm hoping in the next couple months that we should be announcing the venue. So yeah, Culture Fest is definitely going strong. But in the meantime, we've been doing smaller events,
Yes.
concerts, kind of pop up events at different venues and things like that. We were at H Street last Saturday.
Yep. Yep.
We had a lot of people come out and come through for that.
I was trying to come through, but I was already booked for another event, and I actually worked in the daytime. So
Okay. It was a good look. It was a good look. I think,
Yeah.
well over 1,000 people came throughout the day.
That's nice. That's nice.
Moving out. So it was a beautiful thing. Fire Oaks did his thing on the,
Yeah.
ones and twos, and it was a good look. So everyone had a good time. So just to kind of keep, the brand alive, let people know we're still around. We've just been doing smaller events. Give our audience something, but we're definitely going to try to come back in 2025.
We're definitely looking forward to 2025. One last thing. The last Culture Fest was held in Anne Arundel County. How you like that venue? How that venue work for you guys? I know you guys got spoiled by National Harbor, but how you like how you like Anne Arundel?
The venue was not bad.
The rain, basically.
2022 we got rained out. That was the
Yeah.
first time we did an outdoor festival that completely got rained out. So we had to move it from the original date, which was July 9th, I think, to July 10th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because of that, that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I took 2023 off to kind of recover from that, and I was supposed to come back this year. But in general, it's not a bad venue. I think it's easy to get in, easy to get out of.
Yeah.
It had enough leveled land so that it wasn't like hilly or anything like that. Grassy.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for the rain, I think that would have been a really good event that day. But Mother Nature had other plans. So.
Yeah. Totally understand. We'll be definitely looking forward to Culture Fest 2025, and of course, other pop-ups between now and then.
Yep.
So I'm gonna slide back into the restaurant business. So there's a lot of restaurants in the DMV area, especially in the Baltimore market.
Yeah, it's been swamped with new restaurants popping up every day.
Right.
The competition is so stiff right now. You really have to be on top of your game to keep up.
Well, I'm going to tell you something quickly. Was last year or year before, I was hosting an event, and I remember prior to that, the promoter had a list of all the restaurants in the DMV, and I was shocked.
Yep.
I'm talking about I think it was almost 2 to 3 pages of Caribbean restaurants. It was crazy. Now the question that I have is, how have you guys? It's a 2-part question. How have you guys been able to maintain and retain your customers with such heavy competition? And do you guys network or have relationships, so to speak, with other restaurants?
Yeah, but I have relationship with other restaurant that the owners, we're good friends. We support each other and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. And keep the customer coming back. We try to maintain the quality and the standard. You know, to maintain the consistency.
Yeah.
And the taste of the food. And that's how I'm actually at my headquarters there. I'm there every day because Miss Judy original. Once they know I'm there, That's all they want to know. I'm there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Try my best to. Hmm.
So I'm going to jump in with that question. I don't really look at other restaurants as competition, right?
Yeah,
Not in a true sense of competition, right? Um, I think there's enough out there for everybody.
yeah,
I think that everyone brings something unique to the marketplace,
yeah.
and you just got to know who your customer base is and just try to cater to your customer.
Hmm.
Over the years, we've been able to build a really strong customer base. Our customers are very loyal to the brand, to the restaurant.
Yeah,
They grow and, to love my mother's recipe. And so if you make your customers happy, you maintain a good quality product, and you
yeah,
make sure that you have good customer service, they're gonna keep going back, or coming back rather. Even if they go to other restaurants, right? 80% of your customers generally are within the 5 mile radius of the
hmm,
location.
yeah,
And so with that, and then during COVID, the paradigm shifted when it comes to um, getting our food out there, right? So
yeah, yeah.
Uber Eats, the DoorDash, the Grubhub became a really big thing in the last
Hmm.
4 years due to COVID. Um, and I hate to say this, believe it or not, COVID was some of our best years, where a lot of restaurants
Hmm.
struggled.
Yeah,
We did very, very well during that time. We decided to weather the storm and not shut down like a lot of restaurants. And
yeah.
as a result, we gained a lot of new customers because the options were limited out there,
Right, right.
and they kind of stuck with us. Um, Now, when it comes to the systems that we use, we're able to capture the information of our customers so we can continue to remarket to them.
Okay.
So we're constantly sending out email blasts, text blasts, and then having those events at the restaurant also will, help to bring in new customers as well.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're able to get their information and capture them. So combination of those things allow us to continue to grow our customer base year over year. And in terms of any strategic partnerships with other restaurants, um, because I do culture fests and I bring in vendors, um, that's how come, you have relationships with other restaurants. They know
Yeah.
about us because I do allow them to come to Culture Fest as a vendor. And
Yeah.
then, friendships develop from there, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, um, one particular restaurant chain, another chain like ours, very good friends with my mother. We have this thing like, look, we got to stick together. Like,
Yeah.
we have,
Yeah.
because we have like certain employees that will just leave one employer and try to go to
Yeah.
another.
Come over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So they said, listen, stick together and not let these people play us, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if one leaves here and they try to go there, then we're calling each other like, hey, what do you think about this person?
Yeah.
I know
Hmm.
they used to work for you. So, we kind of share feedback and things like that to decide if that's somebody that we want to bring on, and vice versa. It kind of works both ways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a lot of good partnerships with other restaurants that we work with for different reasons. So,
Yeah. I,
mhm.
I think that's great, man. And a lot of times when I ask a question, to be told, I already kind of know the answer, but I'm very observant.
Okay.
Um, I was there last year at Yard Fest,
Yeah,
right?
here.
And I
Yep.
remember being at Yard Fest. I remember seeing other vendors, other restaurants, vending on the location, which I found was very. I like that. Even though you guys could have been like, you know what, we already have a restaurant, we don't need nobody else. You guys still give other restaurants opportunity to come and vend
Yeah,
at the location.
we do.
Yeah. So.
Think about it.
Mm,
Those restaurants also have a customer base and a following.
ah.
Mhm.
Said that they're going to be doing something at Judy's Island Grill, for example, right?
Yeah.
They're putting that out on their social media, because that's one of the things that we do ask, like, hey, help us, promote this event.
Yeah.
Then their customer base is going to follow them where they go, right? And
Fair
so,
enough.
yeah, and it helps give more exposure to our brand as well. So it works. It works for everybody. Everyone wins.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, time check now at 9:55 p.m. Usually, like I said, usually keep my show 60 minutes, respect for time.
Yes.
So before we wrap up, I just want to start with Miss Pauline.
Yeah, okay.
I remember the first time I met you at the Park Heights location. This was a couple of years back. um, I remember that specifically because while I was there, I was a customer, but you have a natural way of making people feel welcome and at home. It wasn't like rushing, like, Because I'm standing there, I'm one of the people I walk and look at the menu like 10 minutes. I'm still trying to figure out between jerk chicken and Bronx stew,
I'm
And
selling you something.
yeah, you was just so warm and friendly, and we had a brief conversation. And I left, and I came back. But I really love your Bronx stew chicken. I ain't gonna lie to you. We call it stew chicken in Trinity, but I love your Bronx stew. So every time I'm at that location, that's what I get. But I remember, like I said, those early days going there, you're always working. You're always either stirring up pot, washing. You come to the counter, even though you have somebody cashing, you still come and say hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm good. And it's those little things that I appreciate. And like I said, when I first met your daughter, I told her, I said, yeah, I know your mom, man. Your mom is a really nice lady, and come full circle. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thanks for the compliment.
Yeah, of course. I like to give people their flowers and the respect and everything when it's due, because we have to do it while people are here. You know what I mean? And I told Tony Carl last night, I've been blessed to be in the DMV for a while, and I've met a lot of interesting people, and I always feel like people need to know these stories, or we see these names and we see these people, but we really don't know. Sometimes we see the results, but we don't see the struggles. You know what I mean? So I think it's very
struggles and the hard work you got to put in.
Yeah.
My mother bought the restaurant business when I was 11 years old.
Wow.
So we've been doing this for a very long time, even though we've been in business for ourselves for 20 years. So we've been doing this for a very, very long time.
Yeah. So 20 years. So what we looking like the next 20 years? What we looking like for Judy's, and what we looking like for Culture Fest?
I have big plans.
Wow. You got big dreams. I
dream big.
Let me around to keep my good name going.
Yeah.
So I do see a franchise in the future.
Okay, that's good.
In the future, I do plan to start working on that. I'm putting it out in the atmosphere, because if I say it, if I speak it, I have to do it.
Yep.
And then with Culture Fest, I would love to take that to other cities, not just the DMV.
Okay, that's great.
So yeah, I just need to clone myself so I can make all these things happen sooner. But yes, the brands, both brands are going to be around for a very long time to come. So thank you to everyone who have supported Judy's Island Grill in the last 20 years and who have supported Culture Fest since 2017. I will continue to do my very best to bring a quality product from both sides, right? From the restaurant side as well as the entertainment side. And I can't do it without the customers and the supporters that come to those events. So I just thank everybody out there for all the support. We couldn't be where we are if the public and the community didn't support us. So thank you so much, along with for having us, for recognizing the work that we put out and that we try to, the quality that we try to bring to the community. And just thank you for having us on the show tonight. It's been really an honor, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you. My last word. Thank you so much, Alonzo, for entertaining us tonight. And I want to give out a big thanks to my customer that keep me in business for 20 years. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you keep supporting us.
Yep.
And we love you, and hope to see you soon again.
Well said. Well, guys, I really appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much. Judy's Island Grill, Culture Fest, of course, we have 3 locations here in the DMV, Park Heights, Canton, and Glen Burnie.
And now a Ghost Kitchen in East Baltimore.
And I'm sorry, the Ghost Kitchen where?
East Baltimore.
Oh, East Baltimore.
Right. Yeah. So, yep. One great taste, 4 different locations.
Got you. Well, guys, once again, thank you so much. And, look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Absolutely.
Okay, see you soon. Thanks
All right.
again.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Mhm.
All right, guys, man. That was Miss Pauline still there? No, she's going. All right. That was of course Miss Feka, Miss Pauline, Julie's Island Grill. Great interview, man. Good people. Good people. Yeah, so make sure and check them out. I want to big up people that's supporting the show. Let me see. Miss Kimmy, hi, how are you? Dane, Dane, when you gonna come on the show, man? I'm gonna put you out there. Dane, we need you on the show. When you coming on the show as a guest? We got Miss Eva, G Nice, what's up, boss? Miss Rowley, Natalie Brown, Angelo. Angelo, what's going on, man? It's supposed to be coming on. Hit me up. Let me know what's up. So guys, make sure and like and share. Make sure and like and share. And of course, if you want to support the show financially, Cash App at Alonzo Bash. Next week should be having Vaughn Martin. I gotta confirm him for next week, and some other guests as well. So anyway, make sure to share and follow. And with that, I bid you guys good night and much appreciation. All right, peace.